Namaste. Welcome. Ciao. Mukhya. Bonjour. Whatever, you know. All the same. All the same welcome. Namaste. What is the value of nothingness? What is the purpose of finding nothing? What is the purpose of experiencing nothing? What can I get from that, you see? What am I going to get from that? I want there to be something at the end, you see. I want to find that I'm not going to waste my whole life being a monk, doing a practice. There's going to be nothing at the end of it. That's absolutely perfect, you see. This desire to even discuss about nothing is a very, very moving and mature way. You know, I'm not going to spend my whole life and not examine as much as possible. I want to fulfill my life and examine the whole lot, you know. Okay, so examine nothing. Oh, no. You know, what if I die, you know? What if I die at 70, you know? I'm wanting to see as much in 70 and nothing really, you know. I'll find nothing when the body goes, you know. It's not a problem, you see. This time is an obstacle. And maybe it's not time to examine nothing. And that's fair, you see. That's fair. That is perfectly okay. Perfectly feasible. Perfectly understandable. But if one was to say, you know what? If you're going to live to be 70 and you spend 50 years having fun and enjoying this and trying things and doing things and experiencing jobs, experiencing marriage, experiencing having children, experiencing seeing the world, experiencing owning a boat, a yacht, 50 years of this full love, and you have 20 years left, you see. And you have the option to explore nothing. And it may take you 7 years. But you can continue to see out this 20 years doing the same thing, you see. And hoping that life is going to give you something next, you see. Believing there may be a God. But if this 7 years was going to make you a king, and for the last 13 you lived in perfect harmony, perfect peace, no fears, no regrets, no anger, no suffering, no pain, maybe slight pain. Would you sacrifice that 7 years? If I said on top of that, you'll know what all of this is about. You'll know the purpose of being in a body. You'll know the purpose of the one who is in the body. But you won't know what lies beyond the states of heaven, spirituality, physical form, experience. None of these. All of these you will know fully. The knowing is what you have sacrificed 7 years for, to know everything. But beyond this, you see, beyond this heaven, this paradise, this God, this spirituality, all of these which are feasible within this 7 years to experience, because they are experiences on their own, they are dreams on their own, and they are blissful, wonderful, moving entities that will supersedes the first 50 years by miles. But beyond that, the knowing that you don't know, but what is coming. Only thing you know that what is coming is truth. Is truth, you see. And when this body goes after that 13 years of timeless bliss, timeless peace, timeless freedom, you will be lie down to this body death and say, my God, thank you very much. Both are available, you see. Both is going to have the same result. In time. In time, you see. Maybe a few more bodies for you. Maybe a few more ego minds. I don't know, you see. I don't know you, you see. I only know this one. I can only speak on behalf of this one. What are you going to find from nothing? If I say that this outcome, this knowledge is available, if you're absolutely convinced that nothing is what you're looking for, no half measure, you see. No, I'll give it a year, you see. I give it a year. You have to be committed. You have to be disciplined. You have to be non-religious, non-atheist, non-man, non-woman. None to meet none. In the point of this nothingness, I'm going to tell you what you're going to find. I'm not going to give you a dot-to-dot example, but within nothingness, the lesser nothing becomes, you say the lesser there is to find. The more vague, the more unrealistic it is to see anything when you go to the depth of nothing. That's your mind saying that, you see. Within this nothingness, in the center core of this state where you disappear, a center point of nothingness. Sorry. Let's take a moment. In the very center of nothingness, thank you for lies the truth. And this truth is worth the sacrifice of 700 years. To see this. If this body had known what this was, the moment I came out of my mother's womb, if I had this knowledge, if I had this, if I fully followed the desire that I had to not accepting this world as it was, I would have done it then, you see. I would have sacrificed all of this life. Everything. Experience, every job. But when it's over, I'm so glad, you see. Because what I have before is the reason, you see, the reason for pushing me to this. Surrounded by so many loving beings, made me want to follow this through, you see. I wanted to live up to the expectations of all family through God. Go through them to find God, and go through God to find them. How to do it? Be nothing. This center where everything is derived from, everything is born from, every thought, every breath begins. Not in breath, not out breath. That space between the two changing places. In this place, nothing is valued. Nothing is valued. And everything that comes from this nothing is not valued at this point, you see. Because you know that to value anything, you're separating. If you have a piece of gold, you see, a big gold nugget, and it's pure gold, pure 100% gold. And someone says you can make hundreds of rings and bracelets and bangles and earrings from this gold, you know. You go, yeah, but you know, I want to keep this gold, you see. But you won't experience making these things and seeing how many people will their life will be brightened up when you present them with this earrings and this rings, and then yes, okay, yeah. So I break it up, you see. Collectively, this piece of gold is the most valuable thing, you see. I mean, when you break it up, all little things become less value. And the value that this gold returns to is the same value as the people who experience receiving these gifts, you see. The way it enhances their smile. So this gold nugget has been broken up. And it has been severed into billions of single pieces of gold. But within each piece, a person, their heart pulsates with joy. From the heart of God to billions of other hearts, the same beat, the single beat of God, shared. So the value is not what comes. The value is not the idea that it is less valuable. The value is the knowing that it's going to return to full value, you see. It's not the middle bit. It's what this nothingness, this point, begins with and the outcome, not what has happened to it. To simply break it up into minuscule knowings and follow a minuscule knowing, follow one gold ring, is not the purpose. It's what is at the end of the knowing, or the end result of the gold ring. That is the value, you see. So when we say to our children at Christmas time, we must give them this toy, you see. This particular toy, they love this toy, you see. It's not about going out to buy the toy and wrapping it up in the box. And when the child opens the box, the child says, it's not about this toy. It is about the gift that my parents gave me. The gift to make me smile. To make me happy. To make me loved. This is the value of nothingness. The point of nothingness is the trapdoor to endless love. Endless knowing. The child is grateful. It plays with the toy, and every moment it plays with the toy, it is playing with the gold nugget, you see. It is playing with the true value of giving, the true value of receiving, the true value that my parents care. My parents care. They cared enough to wrap it up in beautiful paper and take so much time in choosing. And they gave it to me. They gave it to me. No other. So is this 7 years a waste of time? Is it worth just seeing this life out? And who am I? Who am I to tell you what's valuable and what's not valuable? Because you know. In your heart, in your very core, in your void of nothingness, in your emptiness, in your space, in your whole being, your whole essence, only knowing exists. Only love exists. You have chose wisely in your body. You have chose wisely in your partner. You have chose wisely in your children. You have chose wisely in your life, you know. And you don't have to look for nothing. You're already that. So don't do anything. If this video, if these words do anything, you simply watch your child. When it receives a hug, a gift, attention, and you watch the love that is projected from you through this beautiful, beautiful child. And you are that love. You've never not been that love. You've never not been the love of that. Thank you very much for bearing through this video. Maybe it will make YouTube. I don't know. Namaste. I love you so much.